Hey everyone, I'm Divyashri, the product marketer with Site 24/7, who will be handling the webinar session today on the topic Best Practices to Manage the AWS Cloud. The session will be a walkthrough on the best practices that can be adopted for your AWS ecosystem and how Site 24/7 can help you achieve that. So, during the challenging times, as in the current pandemic, businesses that fully committed themselves to digital transformation are likely to be in a better position to support mobile working. So, what is digital transformation? Digital transformation is about finding out which systems have solid integrations to share the data across the applications, breaking those silos, and creating a more flexible ecosystem. Since the businesses now are reshaping and reinventing themselves, it appears that the wake up call for digital transformation is here. Let's take a look at this graph, which provides a market analysis on how COVID 19 has impacted the cloud market. It is evident from this analysis that the cloud market has been rapidly growing across the globe since 2019, and it has only been accelerated because of the current pandemic. This definitely reinforces the fact that digital transformation and cloud technologies are here to stay. In fact, COVID 19 fails to dent the aggressive growth in cloud spending, with half of the Q1 market belonging to Amazon and Microsoft. The market share of public clouds grew to 29 billion USD the first 3 months of 2020, with half of that revenue seen by two leaders, Amazon Web Services, which ended Q1 with 32% market share, and Microsoft Azure with 18%. Well, with such good numbers, we can expect a post pandemic business model that largely depends on the public clouds like AWS, Azure, and GCP. But in spite of all these commotions surrounding the public cloud, there are still a few market challenges faced by industries across the globe. So, what are they? The chief concern in cloud is a lack of end to end cloud visibility, along with other challenges like governance, managing multi clouds, and cloud cost control. I'm sure each one of you will be resonating with at least one of these challenges. Let's consider a few case studies at Site 24/7 and see how we have helped companies evade these market challenges. Firstly, let's look into the case study of Zylka Pharma, a managed service provider associated with Site 24/7, who had recently shifted its workloads to AWS. So, Zylka Pharma is a Mumbai based pharmaceutical company who has acquired 4 to 5 companies in the recent past and has helped them increase the global footprint. But now they are faced with a challenge. Most of the companies they acquired across the globe had a traditional data center. Although we know that each data center is a little different, the average cost per year to operate large data centers is usually between 10 million USDs to 25 million USDs. And you may ask, where is the bulk of the money going? This might surprise you, and a whopping 58% of that cost will be for heating, air conditioning, property, and sales tax. And definitely, managing these data centers, especially when they are spread across the globe, is challenging. So that is when Zylka Pharma decided to move their workloads to cloud, specifically AWS. With cloud data centers, Zylka Pharma was obtaining the traffic of the customers from different products directly to its cloud. Since the infrastructure is now hosted in the cloud, it has also fixed the scalability issues when the traffic increases by the auto scaling feature. But then no service is perfect on its own. So when they shifted their workloads, they faced yet another challenge. As with the complexities involved in handling a dynamic and fast growing cloud. So, what are the challenges faced by Zylka in the cloud? Unwanted cost accrued was the number one challenge that the MSP was facing. Underutilized EC2 instance, Unused ELB, idle RDS instance, and unauthorized Lambda executions were all accruing charges for the MSP since each instance is charged even in the partial running mode. Non availability of AWS resource was yet another challenge the MSP was facing. Idle EC2 instance, ELB is not utilizing multiple availability zones, VPN tunnels are not up at the most needed times, were the other crucial challenges to be addressed. Yet another inevitable challenge the security threats that lurk in the cloud infrastructure. When IAM roles and IAM users are provided with full admin privilege to all the employees, there are very high chances of creating a chaotic cloud environment. Additionally, when RDS tables have no encryption enabled in them, the chances of your data being read by an outsider is higher. So, how did Zalka Pharma get past these hurdles? So, Site 24/7 helps Zalka Pharma to migrate the workloads with confidence since we understand your AWS environment in a better manner. Well, when I said Site 24/7 for AWS monitoring, a lot of us will have this question in their minds. How much value does a third party tool add to the AWS hosted infrastructure? Also, with CloudWatch monitoring available, why would I opt for a third party tool to monitor the AWS ecosystem? I can give you the answer for that. So, third party tools like Site 24/7 provides more advanced and deep down cloud management and monitoring solution, significantly adding on to the native monitoring and the automation capabilities of AWS. Well, with Site 24/7 AWS monitoring, you can monitor the metrics of each AWS service in a customized dashboard as well. So, the services which we support are shown in this particular slide. They include EC2, Lambda, Kinesis, SNS, EMR, S3 buckets, and many more. We learned how Zylka used Site 24/7 to gain their customers' trust. So, shall we move on to see how Site 24/7 helps Zylka to overcome its cloud challenges? Well, it is by making use of Site 24/7 AWS monitoring, which additionally provides an exclusive guidance reports. So, aren't you curious to understand what guidance reporting are and how it will optimize your cloud infrastructure? Well, guidance reports for AWS will be your very own personal cloud consultant. So, with guidance report, we offer close to 122 best practice recommendations for almost all your AWS resources supported at Site 24/7. So, how can you leverage guidance reports to optimize your AWS cloud? We offer best practice recommendations for your AWS cloud based on three categories like cost, availability, and security with three severity levels high, moderate, and low. So let's check out the best practice recommendations to manage your AWS cost. In order to fortify the AWS cloud against security threats, here are a few recommendations that we provided to Zylka Pharma. So, with the guidance report, we offered them with information on all the IAM users or IAM roles who had a full admin privilege. Considering these information, they were able to restrict the access to only few members of their organization. In a similar way, regarding vulnerable EC2 security groups, we recommended Zylka Pharma to expose the TCP ports 80 and 443 to internet alone, so as to minimize the opportunities for an attacker. Optimizing the cost of your AWS infra is absolutely essential. So, how did Zylka achieve that? At Site 24/7, we provided the MSP with information on the idle RDS instance and the underutilized EC2 instance. By using this critical information, the MSP was able to take corrective decisions as to which idle instance needs to be stopped. And ultimately, they were able to save few bucks. So, if you remember, the third challenge was about the MSP being unaware about which AWS resource was not being utilized fully. So, in this case, we provided Zylka with information on the idle EC2 instance and also recommended him to ensure that the firewall configuration is allowing VPN connection tunneling in the firewall policy in case the VPN is not up. In this way, we provided Zylka with a bird's eye viewpoint on the availability of all the AWS resources. Well, does this all seem quite theoretical? Allow me to show you the client to understand the guidance reports better. So we are right now on the AWS landing page of Site 24/7. In the top right corner, we have two buttons, login and sign up. So you need to log in, and if you don't have an account, you can sign up without any strings attached. So let's log in with the password and the username. So this is the Site 24/7 client. You need to navigate to the cloud icon here in the left navigation bar. And the AWS icon is already selected in here. And the all accounts section provides you with the different accounts that has already been integrated with AWS. So on the right side, you have two tabs called guidance report and service recommendation. So you get a guidance report for each account level as well here. So here we have three severity levels, high, low, and moderate. And here we have the different services for which the best practice recommendations are provided. So in order to have a drill down approach of all the services in Site 24/7, you need to click the view report link here, which takes you to the guidance report. So currently you have three categories: cost, availability, and security. So let's start with optimizing the cost of your AWS resource. We have two severity levels, one is high and another one is moderate. So here we have an idle DB instance and an underutilized EC2 instance. So if you consider the idle DB instance, the name is S247 demo DB with in the region US East 2. So an RDS instance is deemed to be idle if it meets the following criteria. One is the average daily CPU usage is less than 20% for at least 4 days in the last 7 days. The second criteria is that the average number of daily database connection is less than 100 for at least 4 days in the last 7 days. So let's check out this particular DB instance in the RDS monitor. So I'm navigating to the RDS instance. So here you have the free storage as well as the CPU utilization. And yes, it does seem that this particular instance is not having a good CPU utilization. So with such crucial information being provided by Site 24/7 about underutilized RDS instance or underutilized EC2 instance, Zylka was able to optimize the cost of the AWS cloud further using the guidance report. So in case if you want to check out all the other 122 recommendations, you can do so by referring our help documentation. So for that, you need to click the help assistant link that is present here. That's the first one in the AWS tab. Here we have exclusive guidance report, which has a link in the right tab. And on click of that, you'll be taken to the help documentation. This help documentation has all the 122 best practice for AWS. So with Site 24/7 AWS monitoring, Zylka MSP was able to obtain a categorized best practice recommendation to optimize the AWS cloud. And did you know, Zylka was able to optimize his cost up to 90% and availability up to 98% and was able to close all the security related loopholes. And since Site 24/7 offered Zylka with a knock view of all the AWS infrastructure, he was able to sit back and relax while we took care of the cloud infrastructure. And yes, indeed, Zylka Pharma turned out to be yet another happy MSP who has been partnered with us for a few years. Well, that was a case study of MSP Zylka Pharma. Now on to the next case study. So this is a case study on the e-commerce customer who had the applications hosted in the AWS cloud. So Zylka e-commerce was a budding e-commerce startup who had quite a few of his applications hosted in the AWS cloud. Let's look at one such application and its AWS architecture to understand the challenges faced by Zylka. So Zylka had an elastic beanstalk container with a elastic load balancer and EC2 autoscaling instances and an RDS deployed. So since Zylka was a budding startup, they had quite a few applications similar to this in various environments like development, testing, and prod. So keeping track of multiple applications in different environments turned out to be challenging for Zylka. And that is when they approached Site 24/7 with high hopes. So, shall we check out the best practice that we provided to monitor the dynamic cloud infrastructure of Zylka? No worries, because this is going to be very simple, straightforward, and effortless. So, in Site 24/7, you can set a single tag named group tag to monitor the entire application in the AWS cloud. Yes, you heard it right. With group tag, you can add multiple monitors like RDS, EC2 instance, and any number of monitors to check the resource availability. So this way, when Zylka wanted to monitor one application in three different environments, they assigned one tag for dev, one tag for test environment, and one for the prod environment. This way, he was able to see the resource availability across multiple environments. So allow me to show in the Site 24/7 client how to add a monitor group. So you need to click the home section here. Select the monitor group tab here. So you have all the monitor group tags that has already been set up in here. And if you want to add additionally, you need to click the add monitor group in the top right corner. Create a group, create groups using template. So you can create a group. You can provide a name for your environment, which can be test environment, and choose which are the AWS resources that you have. And again, you have a tag section with which has the monitor underscore group tag. So, and if you have any dependency configuration with any other monitors with this particular monitor group, you can add them in here. And you need to click save. So this was the monitor group that we created with testing name. So in this way, you get a bird's eye view of all the availability of all the three environments like development, testing, and production in one single glance. So another main concern for Zylka was to cut down its operational cost. So that is when we suggested multiple polling frequency. So since each CloudWatch request is chargeable for Zylka, we recommended them multiple polling frequency. So with multiple polling frequency, they could set the monitors in development environment with a 1 hour polling and a polling of 24 hours for the test environment and 5 minutes polling interval for production. So in this way, Zylka was able to fetch the metrics for each AWS resource according to each application. So let's check out how that is done in the client. Let's once again come back to cloud. AWS has been chosen. And all accounts, let's select one particular account. And in the top right corner, again here, you have the advanced configuration button, which provides you with the poll frequency setting. So you need to key in the dollar symbol here, the monitor group, and add the value of testing which we created and choose a polling frequency of 1 day. So if you want, you can add multiple monitor groups here, which can have like 2 hours of polling interval. And as you scroll down, you can again see the guidance report configuration here. So by default, we enable the best practice checks for all the AWS resource that is deployed in the site 24/7. If you do not prefer that, you can click no and just tick which all resources for which you would like to have a best practice check made. And you need to simply click save, and that's it. So you can add tags for production, testing, and development in a very simple manner. So wasn't that quite simple to set multiple polling frequencies? So in this way, the Zilka customer was able to cut down the CloudWatch request, which eventually cut down the cost as well. So another tip which we provided Zilka was to enable uptime monitoring to save on the CloudWatch cost. So what is uptime monitoring? With uptime monitoring, only the availability of the resources will be provided and the metrics collection will be disabled. So how does uptime monitoring cut down the CloudWatch cost? Since we disable the metrics collection, we do not consume any CloudWatch APIs for those particular AWS resources. Well, how did Zilka utilize this feature? So once an application moved from development to testing, Zilka turned on the uptime monitoring for its AWS resources in the development environment. So this way, he was able to keep an eye on the availability of the resources in the development environment since no metric collection was required there. And uptime monitoring was disabled only in the testing environment so that the metrics collection continued in that particular environment. So another concern by the Zilker sysadmins was that they were very particular that they didn't want any of its AWS resources in the down state during the maintenance window. Plus, since Zilker had multiple clients of their own, they were worried that their SLI should not be affected. So at Site 24/7, we ensure that the monitor is not down but in the maintenance state in the specified time interval. So this way, the SLA of the Zilker was not affected. With more enterprise organizations choosing AWS for building modern cloud applications or migrating their existing applications, monitoring the fast growing applications at scale becomes even more challenging. So, since the e commerce was also growing rapidly, Site 24/7 helped Zyka with the futuristic scaling needs. So, how did we do that? We provided Zilker with an estimate on when the RDS-DB instance will run out of the disk space by viewing the forecast charts for free storage space. So when the free storage space is predicted to go below 10%, Zilker was able to start archiving the files to avoid further bottlenecks. So this was possible because of the AI-powered monitoring which we offered at Site 24/7. With all these advanced features, so Zilker e-commerce has also turned out to be another happy and loyal customer with Site 24/7. So, in order to have your cloud cost under control, we also have an exclusive cloud cost management software offered at Site 24/7 named as CloudSpend. And did you know, using CloudSpend, you can create budgets to alert you when there's an overspending in your cloud budget. So now you can sit back and relax as you leverage the power of monitoring as well as your cost management for AWS from under the same roof. So, hence, with Site 24/7, you get accurate right sizing of the monitoring metrics that are not provided by native providers. So, with Site 24/7 AWS monitoring, you can monitor beyond the CloudWatch metrics, yet manage to cut down the cost. Let me explain you how that is achieved. So, at Site 24/7, we provide you with disk and memory utilization metrics for your EC2 or Lightsail instances, which usually you don't get with CloudWatch monitoring. Likewise, with CloudWatch monitoring, you need to pay additionally for each Amazon CloudWatch alarm, logs, API request, and dashboards. Well, when you can get all these for free with Site 24/7, you be the better person to choose the right monitoring platform. So, thank you all for your time. Hope you found this webinar to be informative and interesting.